A hunter walks 400 meters up a hill, which slopes at an angle of 20 degrees to the horizontal. Calculate, correct the nearest meter. Horizontal distance is covered, vertical height through which he rises. Okay, now let's interpret the question into diagram. The hunter walks 400 meters up a hill. So this is how we're going to have it. 400 meters up a hill. Let me change the marker, okay? 400 meters up a hill. This is 400 meters. Okay? And it slopes at an angle of 20 degrees to the horizontal. This is the horizontal, okay? 20 degrees to the horizontal. Calculate, correct to the nearest meter. The horizontal distance is covered, okay? Then the vertical height through which it rises. Now, we are looking for two things. The horizontal distance is covered and the vertical distance through which it rises. Now, listen. The horizontal distance, this is the hunter, H. This is the top of the hill. Are you getting it? Let's call this one point O. Are you getting it? So we are looking for the horizontal distance. The horizontal distance is covered is line HO or line OH. Line OH. Line OH. To get the value of line OH, this is the angle that we are given. This side will be the what? Opposite, and this side will be the what? Adjacent. Okay? And why this is the hypotenuse? To get the value of the adjacent, what trigonometric ratio are we going to use that combines adjacent and hypotenuse? That is tan. You understand? So I'm going to have cos theta cos 20 degrees equals to adjacent. Let's represent the adjacent as x. X all over hypotenuse, which is what? 400. So I'm going to have x equals to what? 400 cos 20 degrees. X is equals to 400 cos 20 degrees. It give us 0. Okay, for cos 20 degrees is what? 0.9397. 400 multiplied by 0.9397. So x is equals to, this times this is what? 376. Okay, so the value of this is 376 meters. So the horizontal distance that the farmer covered is what? 376 meters. Now, how do we get the second question? The second question says we should calculate the height which it rises. Let me check the question. Yes, the vertical height through which it rises. So we are looking for this opposite now. You can calculate the opposite using two methods. You can use the Pythagoras theorem, and you can also make use of the trigonometric ratio. But here I'm going to make use of trigonometric ratio. Now I'm looking for the opposite. Let us represent the opposite as y. To get the value of y, we are given that we know the hypotenuse as what? As 400 meters. So to get the value of y, you can just make use of sine. So the sine of the angle that we are given, which is what? 20 degrees, equals to what? The opposite, which is what? Y all over hypotenuse, which is 400. So y equals to what? 400 sine 20 degrees. Y equals to 400. What is sine 20 degrees? Sine 20 degrees is 0.3420. 400 times 0.3420. Y equals to 437 meters. So the value of this 137 meters. So that is the solution to that question. Do you understand it? Okay, now let's proceed to the next question. The vertical height through which it rises is this, while the horizontal distance is covered is this. Now let's look at one more question on bearing and distance. Even this one that you see here is coming from angle of elevation and depression. You see, all these angle of elevation and depression, bearing, even trigonometric ratio as a whole, they are interwoven. You understand? So I just I put it among the questions, so don't be confused. A boy walks 60 meters on a bearing of 35 degrees and then 300 meters due east. How far is he from a starting point? Okay. A boy walks 60 meters on a bearing of 35 degrees. Let's do the cardinal point. Okay. 35 degrees will be somewhere here. And the distance is what? 60 meters. Okay. The boy walks on a bearing of 35 degrees. He walks 60 meters on a bearing of 35 degrees. So this is 35 degrees. Do you understand? On a bearing of 35 degrees. And then due east. Having gotten to this point, The boy walks due east. So this is north, south, west, and east. So, and the distance that he covered is what? 300 meters. So let's call this one 300 meter. Draw another cardinal point. Okay, 300 meter. Now, the goals of the question is that we should calculate how far is he from a starting point. This is the starting point. So what you are looking for now is this distance. Please don't mind my straight line. Yours have to be straight because you have to make use of ruler, okay? So this is the distance that you're looking for. Let us call this point.
To watch the complete class, kindly click on the link in the description of this video or the comment section, okay? See you in the next class.